What's up guys, here's a quick list of my top 10 anime for this spring 2023 anime season. And by the way, this is definitely an anime season to watch and look forward to, as we have some really great anime this season in the upper half. But before we do begin, I just want to thank everyone who has subbed as we finally reached the 100 subscriber point. Thank you all so much, as this was a small goal of mine for a long time. Now then, let's start with number 10 on our list. At number 10 we have Skip and Loafer, which is a drama, I guess, and it's focused on the school life of a very smart country girl with big goals for her life. She wants to become a politician to reform her hometown. Now that sounds a bit heavy, but this anime is light in the sense that there are comedic reliefs to lighten the mood and generally make it feel more like a slice of life. It's generally interesting to follow since the main character tries to fit into the city life while still holding on to her lofty ideals that don't really work out in the city. And the other characters aside from the main character also have a lot of depth in them, which is why I would consider this more of a drama than a slice of life, since each character has their own problems that they're dealing with. I wouldn't say it's anything noteworthy, but it's definitely still good enough to make number 10 on this list. Now next at number 9 we have Otonari ni Ginga, or A Galaxy Next Door, which is a very interesting and unique romance anime. This focuses on a mangaka and his assistant who happens to be the descendant of a human who was infected by an alien virus. So she has a few supernatural powers like telepathy and so on, but it's nothing too crazy. The female lead comes from a secluded village and wants to learn more about typical human culture, where she gets exposed to otaku culture and becomes interested in manga and working for mangakas as an assistant. So due to her interest in that field, she works with the main character who is a mangaka, and she also starts to figure out what love is while being exposed to a physical interaction with the male lead. It's a romance anime basically, with just the unique features that it focuses on a mangaka, nowhere near as good as Bakuman, and also that the female lead comes from a village of people with supernatural powers.
とてもこの世の光景じゃない。ここは極楽浄土。それとも
At number 8, we have Jigokuraku, or Hell's Paradise, which is also pretty good. The best way I can explain it is that it's like Annihilation, the movie, if anyone's ever watched that. Basically, there's an alien-like island in the world, and there's supernatural creatures and stuff there, and they're on a journey to find some fruit that grants immortality. The idea is pretty bland, at least to me, but what makes this interesting is that all the explorers are criminals that are on death row, who will be pardoned if they do succeed on their mission. So what makes this anime nice is not the story, but rather the characters. The main character is also super interesting to follow since he's almost immortal himself and super strong with his ninja arts. He was raised as a mindless killing machine, but he ended up falling in love with his wife, who he was arranged into marriage with, and that wife taught him about empathy and living more like a normal human. So he wants to go back to his lifestyle with his wife no matter what, so he does anything he can to return to his wife. The anime is really good because it doesn't focus on a single individual, but more on multiple different explorers that you can focus on as the viewer, so it is always enjoyable to watch. And at number 7 we have Tengoku Daimakyo, or Heavenly Delusion. It's also another very interesting anime this time around. I haven't read the manga, so I'm not sure exactly what is being built up, but this is essentially a post-apocalyptic world anime focusing on two teens trying to find heaven on Earth. Mutated animals destroyed civilization, and only a few humans remained. There's also a secondary plot where there's a utopian facility closed off from the world, which is artificially raising kids and breeding babies, and we see how one of the characters in that utopia is figuring out that there's an outside world and something is wrong in their world, kind of like in The Giver. This is just my hypothesis, but maybe the research facility is the heaven that the main characters are looking for, or maybe it's even set at a different timeline to begin with, where the main characters in the future end up making that sort of facility. I have no idea. It's a mystery, and that's honestly the whole point of the story. It's a very interesting survival and mystery story to watch, and makes you just want to always know what happens next. At number 6 we have Kimi wa Hokago Insomnia, or Insomniacs After School. Do any of you have insomnia or trouble sleeping at night? Well, I do, so I probably have some bias toward this anime, but I still think it's good regardless. And if you do have insomnia, you'll like this even more. Kimi wa Hokago Insomnia is a romance story of two high school kids who struggle with insomnia and cannot sleep during the night but can sleep during the day. However, because they are high school students, they get a lot of rejection from the people around them for not being able to sleep at night, which leads to a bit of isolation. However, luckily they do find solace in each other and find it comfortable to sleep listening to the other's heartbeats. Very cute, right? Well, aside from that, this anime also has a huge focus on stargazing and astronomy. You know, because they can't sleep at night, so they make it a hobby to gaze at the stars at night. Essentially, it's a very comfortable anime to watch, seeing the two characters cope cope with their problems through the help of a few individuals and activities. Next, at number 5, we have Dr. Stone New World, which is season 3 of the anime and has been a great season starting a new arc. Essentially, they are finally starting to get some clues on how the petrification of humans even came to be, and that it was probably a man-made disaster with the individual possibly still being alive. Of course, this season also comes along with lots of technological advancements, like making a ship, UAV, sonar, GPS, and there's even an industrial revolution with the acquisition of an iron mine. It's Dr. Stone, but now it's Dr. Iron. It's a definite watch for people that have seen previous seasons. Alright, at number 4 we have Birdie Wing, Goth Girl Story Season 2. Shit man, this anime needs more awareness. This is a sports anime focusing on golfing. That's right, golfing. I know what you're thinking. Golfing is boring. No, not in anime, trust me. Just watch it for yourself. It's the story of two girls. The main character, who is an orphan from the underground world and involved with the mafia, who used to rig golf matches, and another that is the complete opposite and is the daughter of two golf stars that was raised to be a golf pro. Both find each other as rivals and try to succeed in the pro world. But you thought that was it? No, there's a lot of drama in this anime, of course, due to the difference in social status. Not between the two rivals, of course, they love each other, but rather those around them. These two just want to enjoy a golf match against each other, but because of their statuses, they can't just outright challenge each other. Lots of obstacles arise due to jealousy, fear, and many other issues from side characters due to the main character having a background with the mafia. Heck, there's even a gang out to kill her even. Season 2 focuses on finally settling the rivalry between the two characters after a brief moment of doubles teamwork in a tourney. There's also a lot of twists happening as a subplot, such as the main character finally regaining her memories and remembering who she was. Plot twist, she's not some no-name orphan. The golfing aspects of this anime are also super intense and enjoyable to watch because both protagonists and deuteragonists are geniuses and have special skills that make them shine at golfing. All in all, this anime deserves a watch even if you don't like golfing. Even if you don't like sports anime, please give it a try. This is at least one of the most interesting sports anime I've seen in recent times. Finally, on to the top 3 of the season. Third, we have Gundam The Witch from Mercury Season 2. Last season was pretty slow in that a lot of the anime was focused more on story building, but now that that's out of the way, Season 2 has been a banger all the way. What with all the new plot reveals and also amazing development for who is looking like he's going to become the second deuteragonist of the story despite his horrible introduction and first impression as a typical school bully. The action scenes and sound quality are also still top notch as expected from a Gundam anime. The story is picking up very fast as well, and we seem to be slowly approaching a climax very soon, similar to the very strong season finale on the first season. For mecha fans out there, I definitely recommend giving this a watch. And next at number 2, we have the latest addition to the Kimetsu no Yaiba series, or Demon Slayer series, the Swordsmith Village arc. We've gotten to the point where all the upper 6 moons are revealed and the rank 4 and 5 launch an attack on the village responsible for the production of the special katanas. I gotta say, Ufotable went nuts on the animation quality this season as well, just as you'd expect from Ufotable, but this season's fight scenes feel much more immaculate than usual. The 2 upper rank demons this time around are also super strong, and it's extremely entertaining watching Nezuko, Tanjiro, another demon slayer, and the 2 Hashiras, the Love and Mist Hashira, fight off against them. The fight scenes have been amazing so far, and the unique traits of both demons are also very cool and menacing, and they do have very unique abilities and character design to add on to the charm. As always, Demon Slayer is a must watch whenever it airs.
もし芸能人の子供に生まれていたらって考えたことはない？容姿やコネクションを生まれた時から持ち合わせていたらって。
And undoubtedly ranked number 1 and most likely anime of the year, we have Oshinoko. First of all, I should mention this is written by the same mangaka responsible for Kaguya-sama, Akasaka Aka, so you should be able to tell exactly how good this will be. This is an anime that focuses on idol culture in Japan, but it has a very exciting way to go about it. What starts off as a doctor getting a visit from his favorite and super talented idol, who happens to be pregnant with twins, into him reincarnating into one of those babies after dying, and to finally him growing up as a talented star himself with the sole purpose of vengeance. Now, I'm not going to go into the reason behind that since it's a spoiler, but all I can say is that it's a very emotional anime with lots of highlights on the issues that Japanese idols face and the issues with society as a whole revolving around that industry. even if you have absolutely zero interest in the idol industry, this isn't really about idols specifically, but more about issues with society as a whole, so it's still a very emotional and enjoyable series. I personally do not enjoy music or idol anime like Idol Masters, for example, and this is completely different than that, so please do not get dissuaded by the theme. Heck, there isn't even really any true idol focus in the anime. It is more on the lines of a star in the entertainment industry, so things like acting included, which is actually the male lead specialty. By the way, the stars in the eyes are representative of the star potential of the character, which is why Hoshi no Ai has stars in both eyes, representing her genius in both fields of being an idol and acting, whereas his twins only have one of each. Anyways, I've been babbling a lot, mainly because it's just that good, but looking at the schedule ahead for 2023, I think it's safe to say that this will stay the anime of the year of 2023, though Mushoku Tensei Season 2 or Sousou no Frieren might come close. And that's about it for this season's top 10 anime list. While this season itself has a lot of star power, especially those in the top 3, next season is also looking extremely appealing, so this is a year anime fans can really look forward to. So I'll catch you guys next season as well. As always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and if you can even share, that would be great. Thank you all for watching. Bye.